What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to Making Sense with Lady Lovers. I am one of your hosts, Sasha, a lady that loves ladies. And
It's your boy B Randa Don, aka Brandon, and also and someone who loves ladies, but from a man's perspective.
so today's topic is going to be our opinion on dating bisexuals.
Yeah.
So before we even jump into anything, I always start off with asking Brandon a question first. So the question will be, would you ever date a bisexual?
Yeah, I know.
I don't know. You tell me why not.
Yeah, I don't see any problem with that. I don't, you know, I'm dating the
You
person,
wouldn't
not their
feel
sexuality.
you wouldn't feel like insecure that they could like possibly leave you to be with another woman or another dude in cases.
I don't think my risk increases because of their sexuality. Like if they're a cheater, regardless of if they're straight or bi, they're a cheater. So
That's true.
I'm not gonna feel emasculated, for instance, if they decide to leave me for another woman. I'm just gonna be like, damn, okay, well, sucks. Same way I would if I got left for another man. They'll be like, all right, well, that sucks.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a real man right there. That
Yeah,
that's a real man. One that isn't gonna be insecure about that. So
don't take care of
follow him. Lock him down. He's single. He's
it.
single.
Yes, I am single, but
Imagine I'm
it's
saying
by
that and
choice.
this whole time I didn't know that you were taken or something.
I feel like I
Like
tell you with enough time if I'm seeing someone. Like, how long did it take for me to tell you I was dating the last girl?
probably like a month to
A
two
month.
months.
I will tell you, our first date was like in October.
So yeah, so I think it was by like January. Something.
No, it wasn't. That By that point, I was trying. It was ending.
So it probably had to be like the ending of December, beginning of January.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, I
I don't know.
was dating someone, and then I realized that one, I don't have enough time to date people, and two, I like whenever I was hanging out with the person, I don't really feel like anything for them. So I was just like, I'm dating them, but I don't feel like this is going anywhere. So by January, it was like it's time to end it, because it was not going anywhere. So that was story time.
Respect it.
Respect it.
That's how mature people do it.
Yes. And
Um,
something, all right, so the same young coworker from last episode, I had to explain to him that there's going to be a time in his life, because he's a virgin. I was like, there's
okay.
going to be a time in your life where you get offered an opportunity to have sex and you're going to turn that shit down because you know it's not the end all of everything. And I used this dating sequence. That's not the right way to say that. This time of me dating this girl as an example because the she wanted to progress to the next
It's
step, which was
disappeared.
having sex. And I was like, I gotta end this before it gets to that point because it's I don't, you know, I don't want to
Me
bust
not
it.
trying to do
I'm not trying to be a fucked up individual, just busting out. That's not what I'm there for.
that.
I'm there to build a real emotional connection. So I was just like, yeah, waited a few weeks after that comment and then ended it. Yeah, so
Ladies, you don't have to be afraid that he's just gonna use you and leave you. Okay,
this
he's
this
available
this isn't my OK Cupid profile. I'm not on
when
eHarmony.
right.
This isn't my
You gotta
case to
you gotta
date.
win his heart.
Yeah, you have to win my heart.
Win it.
I'm not easy. All right, you can't just flaunt your shit and get to me.
Exactly. Exactly.
You gotta
He
work
has
for
self
this.
respect. Yep.
You gotta work for this. Yeah.
He has self respect.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think personally for me, I have a very eventful past. And so
I'd agree.
it's not that I would say like, well, one, I wouldn't date a bisexual because I'm happily married, so that would be cheating. Um,
She liked it,
but
so she decided to put a ring on it.
I did, I did. Um, but I think like before being with my, like meeting my wife and being with her, um, I didn't care about like what their sexuality was. It was just like, listen, if I'm vibing with you, I'm vibing with you. As far as like women went, it wasn't like
Yeah.
if I was vibing with a guy, no.
Like, listen, if you're doing my tie up, then I gotta kiss you.
Like, oh, we don't do that. We don't do that here. I don't wear ties and I don't
Listen,
fix
we
ties.
we talked about this. That's the appropriate. What was that, 2 episodes ago? That's a
Yeah,
callback, all right? If you're not listening to the other episodes of the podcast, listen to the fucking podcast.
do what the man says.
Yeah,
Do what the man says.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I feel like there's so much conversation about bisexuals. I feel that there's a lot of people that belittle them, and then there's a lot of people that praise them, and then there's just people that are in the middle that's just like, I didn't even know that was a thing. Um, I personally feel like for you to be with a person that's bisexual, you cannot have insecurities. Like, you need to be secure of yourself. You need to be secure of what you bring to the table. You need to be secure of who you are as a person and who you are in a relationship. Um, if you're the type of person that every little thing is a red flag to you and every little thing is a trigger for you, um, I don't think you're cut out to date a bisexual.
I
Like,
think I think age also has to be considered because like most people know early on what their sexuality is, how they feel about it, whether they date them men and women. Um, but then there's those people who are like bi-curious, especially in those college years, where it's like if you take a chance, let's say you're a gay woman, and you take a chance on dating a bisexual woman who's just now thinking that she's bisexual, there's that risk of like she's using you as a curiosity thing when she's
right.
straight, and she might end up, leaving to just, regularly date men. Or if you're someone who's, most of the time have been gay, it's time to try out the other side in
Mm-hmm.
general. I think that risk is always there for when you're younger. But especially as you get older, people more, for the most part, are more intuitive about what their wants are
But yeah,
and what their sexuality is. So I think that risk decreases of you just being like a tryout. Um, so I think that might help. That the older you get, the less concerned you feel about being someone's like just a test subject.
yeah.
So
I think it's also a matter of um, if you are starting out and you want to say like I think I'm bisexual, whether it's a man or a woman, right? Um, I think you need to be strong enough to have that conversation with whomever you're starting to date.
yeah,
Like, if you're a man starting to date a man, or a man starting to date a woman, or a woman doing vice versa, um, you need to have that conversation with them. You need to let them know, hey, listen, I'm still figuring myself out.
mm-hmm.
Like, I can't sit here and say that I'm 100% on board with this relationship and with what's going on here because I just opened this door. And the person on the other end has to be comfortable enough to say, I'm here to help this person understand what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm also here to be supportive. If you can't be that supportive person and you can't help them out with a positive attitude, there's no point into trying that.
Finally, she got a Bev. Oh, it's not good. Never mind. New Bev.
A lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Um, my wife tried to surprise me with a beverage.
Yeah.
Um, that needs Jesus.
It needs Jesus.
I didn't make it. She didn't make it. She didn't
Okay,
make
we're
it.
good. We're
She
good then.
she ordered it. Yeah.
Yeah.
When she makes something for me, it tastes amazing.
I can attest to that. I can attest to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both of them.
Um,
Both of them are good cooks. Yeah.
get yourself a Trinidadian and a Puerto Rican. I'm pointing to my wife who's off
I'm Puerto
camera.
Rican too, though, so you know,
Oh yeah, and
got the skills. I got the
I haven't
skills.
tried. I haven't tried your food.
You have it. But I got the
No,
skills.
I haven't tried it. Okay, I have to try it to
You
confirm.
you do, but you also have to tell me what stuff you can eat and can't eat because I probably would have to change a lot of recipes for your diet.
You know how to make rice?
Mm-hmm.
You know how to change rice? Make some rice, some beans, beans, and we'll think about the other part of it. But
Okay.
yeah, because I'm torn between like grilled chicken
Mm-hmm.
and beef, which I'm not supposed to have.
Right.
I want.
You can't have lemon stuff either, right?
I can
No,
have lemon.
you can.
Yeah,
Okay.
he added sugar to it. That's
Oh, is it like a cold tea?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think so. Yeah. Mm. 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 Oh no.
Puree some strawberries and throw that shit in there.
Nah, there's no saving that. It tastes like there's a specific tea. No, it tastes like
Hibiscus
the
tea.
it tastes like the black English tea that I used to drink before my episode. It's a black English tea.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of it, but I'll figure it out afterwards and tell you.
Okay.
Um, but way off topic. Let's get back to it. Right.
Little side tangent.
Yeah, I just feel like if a person isn't supportive, like you can't handle that.
Yeah,
You can't.
for sure.
There's also the situation of like people feel if you're bisexual, it's just because you're confused or you just sleep with whatever. And I honestly just feel like if you find someone, you find someone. If you don't find someone, you don't find someone. At the end of the day, everyone is figuring out who they are. There's people that thought that they were gay and ended up finding out that they're actually not. They're straight. They're completely hetero. Or there's other sexualities out there like pansexuals, and they're just like, I thought I was gay. I thought I was straight. I thought I was bisexual. I'm actually none of these things. I'm
Hmm.
pansexual, or I don't even know the other sexualities. The first one that popped into my head was like pansexual,
There's a
but
lot. There's demisexual,
right.
um, which is like pansexual, except you have to form like a bond with someone first. Like it's more than
Mm-hmm.
just sexual. It's like a bit of emotional to it too. Um, there's another one. I feel like that we're missing.
Oh, there's a lot that we're missing. There's a
In
lot.
terms of like, yeah, there's,
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I just feel like some. I prefer a person saying like if they're trying to figure things out or they just do find themselves attracted to both sides. Um, then yeah, claim bisexual. I don't like it when someone claims like they're a gay woman and they've had like 8 different boyfriends, never been with another woman, or they've only been with one woman, but they still find themselves, with guys or whatever. You're not a gay woman,
Mm-hmm.
like that goes back to like our first podcast episode. um so I just feel like if that's what you are, that's what you are.
Mm-hmm.
um I do feel like they get a lot of shit for being that way,
Yep.
but it's like dating any other person, you know.
Yeah. I think we
I,
also have to, as guys, stop over sexualizing shit. Like, just because your
mhm.
girlfriend's bisexual doesn't mean you're about to get the threesome that you've always wanted, you know? Like,
Right.
oh, I mean, always bring it up, talk about boundaries and stuff, but like,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, that's not to be expected. You know, that's not a foregone conclusion that you date a bisexual person, you're gonna have a threesome. You know,
Mhm.
um,
Not.
and I also want to point out, because this happened to a friend of mine in college actually. Um, my friend being the female in this situation, but she was dating this guy, and they went to a party, and they were really drunk, and she ended up making out with another girl at the party, and she could not understand why the guy was upset at her for making out with another girl. Because in her head, she's like, "Isn't that supposed to be hot? Like, he should have just enjoyed it." I was like, "It's a difference because it's not like you're just drunk and that's it, and you're just making out. Like, you're attracted to the other, you know, you're attracted to someone of the same sex as you. You're not doing it because you thought it would be hot for him to watch, and you're like, 'Yo, babe,
Right.
watch this.' You did it because you were attracted to the girl, and you started making out with her despite being in a committed relationship. That's what he had a problem with. It's not like,
Right.
you know, you were doing it because you were attracted to the girl, not because you thought it was going to be a hot thing to do for your boyfriend. That's why he was
Mhm.
upset. So, like, I think there's a lot of misnotion because of how guys sexualize things. I mean, and not every guy's like that, obviously, as clear by the example.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's something that should be expected less of. Like,
Right.
don't just assume things. You know, you always got to ask your partner what they're comfortable with, what they would want, especially if you're gonna do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Not just that. You saying like guys shouldn't just sexualize things. It's also the women's fault too,
Mm-hmm.
because you're over here allowing that to be okay.
Yeah.
And then women that are not doing it to get the attention of another of a man. Women that are genuinely gay are now being harassed and being assaulted because guys are just like, oh, you're doing that for my attention, so let's
Mm-hmm.
see it. And it's like, no, that's not the case at all.
No
And
bueno.
women need to stop promoting it as if it's a sexual fantasy that we're fulfilling. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
um this also brings me to a show. It's called Good Trouble. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Nope.
Okay, so have you ever heard of the show The Fosters
Yes.
on like ABC?
Yeah.
Okay, so Good Trouble is a spin-off of The Fosters. It follows the two daughters from The Fosters, Callie and Mariana. They're living on their own in, I think, like somewhere in California or whatever. Um, in that show, there's actually character Gabriel. He is bisexual, and there's a time where he goes between like he's with Callie, and then they break up, and he ends up dating a guy, and Callie's jealous, and he ends up breaking up with the guy and gets with another girl. It's a hot mess, right? But that right there is also an example of what they kind of go through, where it's like they're dating someone. Like in his situation, he was dating Callie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then him and Callie break up. He starts dating a guy, and now Callie's getting jealous. But it's like, are you getting jealous because you feel like he left you for a guy, or are you getting jealous because you feel like you should still be with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what it is. A lot of people, their fear is being left. Like for a straight person, it's like you're leaving me for someone of the same sex. And then for a gay person, it's like you're leaving me for someone of the opposite sex. And it's like ego
Yeah.
hitter. Like, it just breaks you down.
Not everything's a personal attack. I feel like that should be the message here. That like sometimes relationships end and it sucks. And there are people who are spiteful out there that would do something to grab your attention and be like, you know what, we're gonna break up and I'm gonna hurt you after we're broken up. But then there are some people
Mm-hmm.
who are just genuinely trying to find the person they were gonna be happy with, and that might not be what you thought it was because you thought they were happy with you, and when you see that it's not someone who's similar to you or like you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like you weren't happy here, you had to go to a completely different team over there, a completely different
Right.
person. So, like I think a lot of times when people break up, if they see someone with uh their ex with someone new who looks or is similar to them, they're gonna be like, oh, obviously she still misses me or whatever.
Right. Right.
There's something here that it didn't come to fruition, but like we were close or whatever. Yeah, I mean, obviously y'all were with each other for whatever reason for some time, but like it's just some people are just trying to find happiness. Like similarities
Yeah.
happen, differences happen. Just let it
Mm-hmm.
rock. Like stop focusing on someone again. Mind your business. Stop focusing on someone else, and focus on your own happiness.
Exactly.
Sometimes it can't be achieved with that person. Go find someone else. There's always someone else. So
Mm-hmm. Everyone just has their taste,
yeah.
you know. The same way someone can find me attractive and I don't find them attractive is the same way that I can find um, someone attractive and they don't find me attractive.
Mhm.
And in some cases, when you're dating someone, in that moment, they could find you attractive. But there's different levels
Mhm.
to attractiveness. There's the physical, there's the emotional, there's the mental.
Mhm.
And you can check off the box for physical when they first see you. So now they're like, okay, let's give this a shot. And then they get to know you and you're not checking boxes off anymore. So it's like you're just not what I'm looking for. But I found someone else that can provide me those things. And so I'm gonna be with them. It's not about like, oh, I still miss you or I'm trying to piss you off. It's just they just want to be happy. And
Mhm.
someone else is checking off the right boxes.
Yep.
Um, I know that I had an ex and we were together for say like a year on and off, maybe. I don't know. Um, did not end on good terms, but I think like after after we broke up, she ended up being with like another girl and then they broke up and she got with another girl and then she ended up being with a guy and it's like when you break up with somebody, it shouldn't affect you who they get with. So
Mhm.
at the end of the day, even though it was a bad breakup, I still wished her the best with whoever she was with. That's just how it should be, you know?
Yeah. The keep it moving mentality is important to have. I feel like when it comes to breakups, regardless of how much it
Right,
might hurt. Um,
right.
I'm personally of the mindset where I don't like to get back together when I'm broken up with someone, just because I feel like you're breaking up for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something you could have worked through beforehand, and it might be shutting me up to a lot of whatever. That's just my personal take on it. It's not I'm not suggesting that everyone should be like that. That's just how I view things, and I like something I've noticed now that we're talking about it, and I feel like these conversations are really opening me up to other like thinking things differently. I'm going through like the list of my exes. They're all like different from each other. Like legitimately, they're different cultures, different nationalities, different skin tone, different body types, different heights. Like the only thing that maybe most of them shared was that they all were had like an affinity for music in some way. Like one was a dancer, or a couple of them were dancers. Some of them played instruments. One was a singer. But other than that, they're not. They're all super different. So I don't know. I guess I'm the type of person where it's like I'm moving on. Like, all right, we didn't work out. Let's try something different. You know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I can't say the same. I can't. All my exes and even my wife have all fall into the same category, which is like Puerto Rican. Like I've always just, I don't know what it is, but Puerto Ricans just do it for me. They just do it for me. That's it. And it's not just like
It's
any
an
type of
it's
Puerto
an
Rican.
attractive
Like,
people set, man. So,
yeah, it does it for me. But I can honestly say like, you know, before my I got married and stuff, relationship wise, I was a hot mess. Like I was not relationship material at all. Just was not my thing. Um, and so as far as it goes to who you want to date, your biggest issue isn't dating somebody and questioning their sexuality. Your biggest issue should be, is this person relationship material? That's it.
hmm
That's it.
Yep. Don't be the person that leads people on. Be upfront about what you want out of a situation, and don't be scheming just to get what you want because you feel like you deserve it or whatever.
Mhm.
Don't take advantage of people and their trust. You look so disappointed in your AirPods. This is your for you.
Cause it's just upsetting to me.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, that's all right.
that was so expensive, but
This is
I have
why.
to get wired
Yeah,
ones.
you see this? I have wireless earpods. I have
Yeah.
wireless headphone like a headset too, but I always forget to charge it,
No,
so
I had
I
wired
just
ones, but I broke them. So
get them off of Amazon. These I got off of Amazon, not sponsored. Uh, but they're really fire. I'll send you a link. They have good sound.
okay, great. Yeah, you were saying because
Just don't be scummy. I'm pretty sure I said the point like 3 times at this point. Just be
okay,
upfront.
okay.
Be upfront. Don't be scummy. The world is
Yeah.
not your oyster to take from. You just respect other people.
I mean, have you ever dated anyone that if they haven't told you like after y'all broke up they came out as like being bisexual or anything?
I've dated someone who at the time was bisexual and then came out as demisexual,
Okay.
and now they are they them. Before she identified as she her, now they're they them.
Okay.
Uh, let's see. The other ones, I'm pretty sure, are like heterosexual, she her pronouns. Oh no, wait, no, one other bisexual who uses she her pronouns. Yeah, but like I dated her early on, and then we went our separate ways in high school, and then we ended up hooking up in college. So it was a weird kind of relationship, I guess. But yeah, that's it.
What works?
I think like two or three non. Mm, okay, yeah, no, for dating, two non heterosexuals for dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, my wife is actually the first woman I've been with that is just straight up gay woman. Um, all of my exes, honestly, like I don't even know because they themselves didn't really know. It was more of just like they weren't really attracted to um, women, but they just found themselves attracted to me. Um, so that's what happened. I don't, I don't know.
you did the equivalent of tying their tie. I don't know, just
I was just like in my own world back then and was not in a good headspace, especially when it came to relationships. So
mhm.
I really didn't care. So yeah, I can see why some people are insecure about it because I know like one of them ended up dating this guy and he was like super jealous of me. I don't mean in the sense of like, oh, if I was around, he was just, no, I mean like if his girl even said hello to me, he was pissed. Like she was not allowed to speak to me. She was not allowed to follow me on social media. She was like none of that. And
That man's just super insecure.
that's toxic.
Yeah,
Like
hella.
that's really toxic, you know, because at the end of the day, if the person's telling you like nothing's going on, and there wasn't anything going on, um, there's no reason for you to
Mhm.
be like that and to like mess up a friendship over something that was in the past that didn't work out, you
Do you
know?
know if he was like cheated on before or something?
I don't know. Um, what I do know is this person had like told me that that issue had occurred since like the moment they started speaking. Like she can be friends with whoever she wanted to be with, just accept me. Like it was not allowed to happen with me. And so I don't know. Honestly, I didn't even know the guy that well. Um, it was even at the point where he somehow got my phone number and started hitting me up to find out if I've been talking to her. And I'm just like, dude, that's y'all relationship, y'all business. Like, figure that out with her. Don't be including me in your drama.
Was he one of the ones that we had to almost roll up on? In Germany?
No,
Okay.
this was definitely after high school. You do know about the situation, but it wasn't like one of those situations where we had to like roll up. It's just this shit's annoying.
Yeah.
Um,
Yo, for anyone out there here on the podcast, we're not afraid to throw hands. We're civilized people, but still, if push comes to shove,
um, those
mitts,
days of throwing hands is behind me.
mitts.
Um,
Yeah, she just throws
so
people. What's up? Judo
man,
hip toss your ass.
don't listen to the podcast. Don't look at the podcast and go about it. This goes back to the last episode where I said people need to learn the concept of mind your business. So what he said.
I had to say it low, just in case. Just in case
Fact,
the sponsors are listening.
fact. But yeah. Other than that, I don't really have much to say about it. If anyone out there has like any opinions or they've had any experiences dating a bisexual that they'd like people to know about, definitely comment. Let us know.
Share
Um,
that ish.
yeah,
I
we'd
gotta
love to
get.
hear about it.
Yeah, there we go. See the fingers. That
Thanks.
if
We'd
you're
love to
listening
hear
in
about
audio, that sounds wrong. I promise you, I'm just pointing down for the
it.
comments.
Yeah, we'll have all the information down below with all our social media information. We'll have further content coming up that involves more than just the virtual um, podcast. We'll be doing like in person things as well.
Yep,
So
we got
please subscribe, follow, like, and stay tuned for the further content.
we gonna have a lady lovers taste test where we try out snacks and shit.
Yep. If there's anything that you guys would like us to feature or add into there, please let us know.
Yep.
And we'll try our best to get it done. Do you have anything to add on? Any questions? Any comments?
No, I just really needed to get Shaquanda sauce out there. Support your local
Definitely gonna look into
businesses.
that.
Yeah, support your local
But
businesses.
yes, So I am one of your hosts, Sasha, a lady that loves ladies. I'm signing out.
It's your boy, we ran it down, aka Brandon. Also, Lady Lover, signing out. Bye.
What's up, guys? Take this time to subscribe, like, and share. We post up new content every Monday.